Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we present you 50 beautiful retro historical photos. We hope you will appreciate our work. Write your comment and click the subscribe button. Enjoy the show, and here we go. The gorgeous Raquel Welch, American actress, 1966. Charming English glamour model and actress Donna Evin, 1989. Washington, D.C., 1919. Franklin Motor Car Company police van. June 1929. Young boy with bucket and pole on the Potomac. We hope you have a license to operate that thing. Detroit, Michigan, circa 1905. Cincinnati, Hamilton and Dayton Railroad Office, Woodward Jefferson Avies. Card game at Floyd's, February 11, 1952. Going clockwise from lower left, Dottie, Ivan, Grace, Ratch and Floyd playing Rummy Royal. May 1943. Keysville, Virginia. Randolph Henry High School. Kitchen of cafeteria. Lunches cost about 15 cents. Students don't have much money and they bring produce from farms and receive tickets. January 1922. 3 REO speed wagons delivered by True Motor Company to the D.C. Police Department for patrols. New York in 1909. Metropolitan Life Insurance Building and Madison Square. Demonstration at the Red Cross Emergency Ambulance Station in Washington, D.C., during the influenza pandemic of 1918. September 7, 1952. Picnic at Austin. Ivan, Dottie, Loren, Grace. June 1924. Washington, D.C. Largest and most powerful electric locomotive in the world being exhibited by the Chicago, Milwaukee St. Paul Railway and the General Electric Company. May 1942. Parris Island, South Carolina. Marine Corps Glider Detachment Training Camp. A glider winch. Hubert Sally, August 1952. In the latest episode of Minnesota Kodachromes, the DeSoto and Dalmatian we saw with Grace are back for an encore. June 1924. Washington, D.C. Largest and most powerful electric locomotive in the world being exhibited by the Chicago, Milwaukee St. Paul Railway and the General Electric Company. April 1956. Shirtless teenage boy dancing in the audience at a performance by Bill Haley and the Comets and Laverne Baker at the Sports Arena, Hershey, Pennsylvania. October 1939. Display of magazines for sale in Taylor, Texas. We'll take one of each, please. April 1956. Performance by Bill Haley and the Comets and Laverne Baker at the Sports Arena in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Washington, D.C., 1924. Rock Creek Park scenes. Girls on Bridge. L.R., Catherine Wren, Norville Munford, Mary Happer, Cecil Lester Jones, Jesse Adkins, Doris Wagner, Virginia Selden, Mildred Crosby and Mary Selden. Leslie, February 28, 1952. Visiting the abode of Grace and Hubert, whose low-key decor whispers of subdued scarlets and tentative teals. July 13, 1952. Maureen, Grace, Helen, Albert, Leslie and Morris at St. Mary's, Rochester. July 1940. Migratory agricultural worker from Florida waiting to leave Belcross, NC, to another job at Omley, Virginia. It is Sunday, and she is wearing her best clothes. March 1943. Walter V. Dew, rear brakeman on the Atchison, Topeka Santa Fe between Chicago and Chillicothe, Illinois, watching the train from the cupola. April 2, 1909. Playground at Hamilton Fish Park. New York, it's a toddler town. Howard Arena, April 1952. Visiting Claude's farm somewhere in Minnesota, affording us our third look at these colorful Kodachromes. Washington, D.C., No caption, is the caption on this Harris Ewing glass negative from 1935 of a lady and her furry friend. Chicago circa 1910. Madison Street, Hotel Brevoort La Salle Opera House. Grace at Claude's farm, April 27, 1952. Along with Sally the Dalmatian, in our second slide from the Minnesota Kodachromes we got on eBay. Stunning brown-haired Natali Banus, 1989. December 17, 1943. Hoffman La Roche Incorporated, Nutley, New Jersey. Building 34, 3 Kettles. Fodler Company, client. (1909) Majestic building from Detroit Opera House. With serve self lunch and basement. Washington, D.C., 1920. Mary Claffett, Irene Ella Scherer, Mary Fassenayer. December 1942. Chicago, Illinois. Working on a giant locomotive, one of the 400s, in the Chicago Northwestern Railroad shops. Butch Sally. February 13, 1952. Introducing a new series of Kodachromes, that beautiful historical, found on eBay, taken by a family somewhere in Minnesota. Toledo, Ohio, circa 1909. Madison Avenue. Fast forward a few years from our previous view of downtown Toledo, and we now have automobiles and a new booty. Toledo, Ohio, circa 1905. Madison Avenue from Summit Street. Featuring the hotel booty and a number of painless dentists, as well as a nice display of wallpaper and decorative materials. December 17, 1943. Hoffman La Roche Incorporated, Nutley, New Jersey. Building 28. Fodler Company, client. Summer 1927. New York City views Long Beach. Raw material for a Glia's Williams or Ra's Chast. (1935) Row houses in Washington, D.C. Running the vertical gamut from natty to gritty. Chinatown, San Francisco, August 1957. Taken on the same visit as the drive down the Vertigo location. Circa 1905. Front piazza of Kittatinny House, Delaware Water Gap, Pennsylvania. January 1942. Elm Street Theater Row in Dallas. Circa 1905. Street View, Delaware, Water Gap, Pennsylvania. May 1943. New York. Emptying garbage and trash from Harlem apartment houses. circa 1900. Pabst Brewery, Milwaukee. Avenue of the Beer Wagons. April 1937. Negro Houses in Mobile, Alabama. Our third dispatch today from Arthur Rothstein's trip south for the Resettlement Administration. July 1942. East Montpelier, Vermont. Conrad Ormsby with automatic electric milkers. His father agreed to increase his Jersey herd from 25 to 30 milkers to aid in the Food for Freedom program. Washington, D.C., 1935. Senator Huey P. Long. New York circa 1907. Marble Collegiate Church, 5th Avenue. Surrounded by a host of ectoplasmic pedestrians. Bonus photo for you, a beautiful retro woman. Gail McKenna, English, former glamour model, 1988. This is the end of our performance. We hope you enjoyed it and appreciate our work. See you in the next performance. Have a good day.